I'm not praising the enemy, and I'm not saying that I'm not a battler or a fighter. And I don't like things being called out by name, and I don't like putting anything like on myself to where I'm like making others feel for me or whatnot, because I don't believe in that. I'm just saying I do have COVID-19, but I have a God that's stronger than this, way stronger. There's kids out there with cancer. There's people out there that are sick, that are struggling and stuff. And I know not everybody's a believer in Jesus Christ or a Christian, but what I'm saying is that I'm a believer. The number one thing, you challenge me with something. No matter what it is, I'll conquer it. I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody else or that I'm tougher or whatnot. I'm saying that there's a warrior mentality that we all have inside of us. That when things like this happen, we either go to an instinct mode of fighting it and conquering it, or we go and we unfortunately give up on it. I'm not going to go into all the vaccines and everything because I'm not, I don't know the coding of somebody else's body, because everybody's body responds to things differently. I can't tell people whether they have to get the shot or they should get the vaccine or not get the vaccine. It's not a cure anyways. It's just something that some people believe prevents others from getting it, or it's just one little piece to a bigger puzzle of people's health. And yes, I've gotten a little overweight and stuff, but I believe that we need to take better care of ourselves in general anyways, especially mentally, because and there's a stigma around that. I believe that people, like if people have, like say bipolar and stuff, that they're automatically like something that they're not. And you meet them or know them or get to love them and stuff, and you realize that they're just like everybody else. They just have one issue, like everybody else has issues. It's not about us judging, it's about us loving. And we got to be able to conquer this stuff together, even if we're apart. And I just believe, because I know so many people are out there like questioning everything about themselves and everything about other people too, but they're not like going deep into thought with like how can I make this better? It's not about us, it's about like in order for us to help other people get through things, number one thing is you got to take care of yourself first. I got a great nephew that just was born the other day, and I got to do everything I can to make sure that I'm taken care of, so if a chance comes, I can be there and love on him without having to worry. And then my mom, well, she was sick too. And I can't say that I'm going to get the shot or not. I haven't, because I don't want to jump into something and automatically just be given something because somebody else said I needed to take it, and then end up getting worse or making somebody else sick in the process. If these stupid ass politicians were actually honest about everything and actually acted like they didn't act like they knew everything, and then like blame everybody else for their mistakes are these quote unquote doctors, which are just scientists that haven't had patients in years, that have done numerous questionable things in the past that have people thinking. And when people like bring it up, they either get canceled or they get like the whole "you're a conspiracy theorist" bullcrap. And I don't believe in conspiracy theories. I believe that people do hide things though, and there's not like people that are, not everybody's honest, you know? And that's where the problem lies. In honesty. If you're not honest about something for so long, how do you expect somebody to believe you when really something serious is going down? And that's what's going on, you know? People do not like dishonest people trying to tell them the truth. Because if you're dishonest one time, when you're, well, multiple times, like sometimes higher ups are, the elite or whatnot, then it's like, why would somebody want to believe you when something serious is happening and you're not fully given full honesty and truth about things? You're just telling people to go to a website, or you're just telling them to put some kind of vaccine in their blood that hasn't been fully tested. I wasn't for it when our last president pushed it. I'm definitely not for it right now. Especially for the fact that the one we got right now was questioning him doing it, and then automatically when this fool gets in, he's pushing it. Like, why are you pushing it if you didn't want the last one to push it? Why are we playing these fucking games like little kids with people's lives? When you got elderly folks that are dying in friggin' nursing homes, being locked up in there with people that aren't supposed to even be there. And then you got this whole thing about people dying in the nursing homes, being left there for days on end. In New York City, where the quote-unquote governor of the friggin' America, dumbass, is allowing this stuff to happen. When you know full well that everybody was trying to come together, they're just dumbasses. They don't know how to come together. They don't know how to talk to each other. And they're just playing politics. Like, I don't care what it was, man. There was boats, there was ships and everything that could have took these people in, where they couldn't have been put in with our elderly, vulnerable people in New York City. Just all bullshit, man. And all these people are doing is playing games with us. They're elite, you know. And I was a big fan of President Trump, and I'm not saying much more because I know that's very controversial. Like, I'm not supposed to have an opinion of my own, but I'm just saying, I would say that I believe that he was truly trying, though. You know, when he was trying to send these things over, this Chromo bitch, who's just a punk ass, didn't accept it. But he would rather let somebody die in a nursing home. He would rather let hundreds of people die in nursing homes than to actually accept help from somebody outside his party. That's a bitch move. I'm sorry for the language, but I'm just being honest right now. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't have been sick if it wasn't for that. Just like my uncle, he got the second COVID shot. He didn't have COVID, but he got the second COVID shot and he died a week later. So think about that. That's why I'm not getting the shot right now. I'm not being a super spreader. I'm just being honest, man. I love you all. I'll talk to you later.